I'll cut you back on dry.
Greetings everyone, hello and welcome back to Manola. It's been a while, right? It's the beautiful tropics, it's warm and cozy, a bit moist perhaps, and we want to do a few things here. We need to do a few things. The first thing is, of course, adding more services to my people, but ultimately providing the docklands finally to this area, and yeah, also contributing once more to the growth of this glorious city that it's probably going to be at some point. Now, what we need to do here is, for services, I really need to add some. We do have not the best happiness right now because the boxing arena, for example, in this area is completely missing. And of course, we should provide, well, we are trying to provide at least. We got this block here that I would like to, use on that right away. Let's get rid of the Jornaleros. I really don't care that much about them. Adding this space here, and over here we do have the boxing arena already, as we can see. So my hope is that we by moving this a bit further over, we should be able to have the whole area then filled. Here we already have one, right? So with that we have 3 boxing arenas then in Manola, providing entertainment to my jolly good people over there. This is adding a more now, and with that we are jumping up to 11 happiness for the Obreros. That's just great. Lifestyle wise we could also add something, but this is not really worth it. Look at that, we would need to use spectacles in order to get 1 coin and 1 Obrero out this. This is really not a feasible approach here. With that, people are a bit happier now, and we can focus on the harbor area that I would like to go with, and that is this area. It's, yeah, of course, this has been a bit of a nifty thing to do here. Not really. I want to, let's move the pier first, because there used to be a lot of traffic. It's not that much traffic anymore. There's a solitary schooner coming in, but that's it. And we do have these depots there. Let's also move some of them away. We have our industry zone here, and I would like to start with using the center once again. Let's move some of them away. As long as they have their connection, that should be fine. Let's also move those depots away here a bit, and those depots away a bit. I want to have a bit of space for our docklands that we can use here. By the way, in the greater scheme of things, as we can see, Manola is looking rather safe, right? There is, of course, the occasional fleets. I don't know if they're gathering or something like that. It looks like, to me, this one is on the way, actually, to Manola. Might be a nice coincidence, right? We have the towers here. We got the influence. So, do we have actually more? No, we don't have more. What we can do probably is having the anti-armor gun we can have here too. Oh, and we've upgraded another good as well. Let's actually send some more weapons over, right? For the anti-armor gun, for my additional production. Let's use amphithrite here, and we're going to get, let's get 100 tons of advanced weapons. Also some steel, of course, as always. Over, and I think, oh my goodness, I think we're going to need reinforced concrete for this one too. That would be expensive. No, we don't. We only need some bricks, steel beams, and advanced weapons to get this over. That's just great stuff. So instead of that, let's get another 50 tons of advanced weapons and then some more steel beams over, right? Let's get this to Manola ASAP. We might already be too late on that. We'll just see. Upgrading a good. We have no export officers to left at the moment. And with that, we have upgraded the sails. That was my intention here, to get to the next level. Because I'm not using the fish, I'm using the sails for upgrading and importing clay. That is just a bit safer to me, because sails are easy to produce. Fish is actually in high demand, right? Now, let's go ahead. For the docklands, we have everything here that we need. And we can just get them out there like this. Let's just see that we make this one a bit to the center, right? So this is going to be the industrial harbor of Manola. And of course it should look like that. So we're going to have the docklands here, and then we can have our export offices for starters that we can probably have on both sides. Let's have one for now, and I definitely also want to have a repair crane on that side here too, so that any kind of ship that comes in gets it. I just love how the skin is also changing with the new worlds, right? So the docklands are looking completely different than what you might expect otherwise. And then let's also have a look at some of those depots, increasing the storage capacity to 1,000 for Manola. Alright, we're getting severely interrupted. My fishermen really need to go down, it seems. The Admiral is determined to achieve that. I don't know why they're so determined to destroy that again and again. Let's just try and get the battleship out here, right? So we're probably going to lose one ship. This one there. Should be fine, though. I think is he attacking from both sides right now? Yes, he's also coming from in over here. The Admiral is attacking on both sides, on both islands at the same time right now. How dare he trying to do this once more. Let's try to save that battleship by sacrificing a royal warship. Sorry, you have to go down for the greater good. Battleship is taking heavy damage. Alright. Let's build another big baddie here. Can we do this? Yeah, the range is just there.
Ship was destroyed.
Going to take... Oh, do they not need to train? It's interesting, but they've already firing. Yeah, and it seems like only the battleship survives so far. Come on, you can do this. I don't want to lose it. Alright, yeah, also the commute pier. We don't even need the commute pier at this point, so that should be fine. Let's have a quick look at Manola there. There's all my trade routes here. And he is going where exactly? Or is he just going to Manola? That might also be the case. Or to the old world, sorry. My big baddies are not really firing, it seems. Oh yeah, they are now. Perfect. Damage is coming in. And there we have more of them. Battleship has been secured. That's fine. Tobias is still trading. We also need to check this out. We already have a loading speed bonus of 350. I can only build one more though, right? So let's build the last one as well. Then we've built all of them, really. It's a bit strange that it's still taking so much time. I guess we just really have a lot to trade as well. They're getting wrecked. That's great to see. And he's also sacrificing a battleship. I don't mind. Look at how quickly it goes down. That's going to be hard for him, really. Or for the AI opponents. It's going to be hard here, trying to achieve something. Alright. This, however, yeah, we are going to need to wait now for the siege to end. And off they go again. Alright, how's it looking in Manola? He is, I think, going for the old world, really. He's not going into Manola. That's great. So we can actually focus a bit more here on the Docklands. In the Docklands, we have now 2 exports for starters. It's very important that we actually use them because we do need active import-export contracts in order to unlock the higher goods there as well. So the more I have, the better. Let's also go ahead and, while we have the resources, let's get me another export office out. And then we're out of bricks again anyway. So that's that. And then we can just have a look what we need. The problem is, and that's a huge problem, we don't have gold in Manola at all, right? So we probably will need to start importing gold then as well. And for gold, we have a bit of a problem though, because we need 5 more export contracts. So I have 1 more available in Panagos and 3 here, but I would still need another one here to unlock us the gold ore here. Even more dangerous right now is that the Admiral has 2 major fleets over there waiting. How is it possible? 3 major fleets. I just hope that my cargo ship with the building materials is coming in here soon, because holy cow, we are going to need it. And we are not going to export any bricks for the moment, please. 3 major fleets merging together, as it seems to me. And that is just 1 AI opponent. Okay, back to Panagos, where we are still kind of like in the middle of things. Okay, for the trading, we need to do some adjustments here. So first of all, let's add another big baddie then here, once we can afford it once more with reinforced concrete. The other thing is that we first of all do need to get more reinforced concrete. We do need steel for that, which we have, and we do have the cement. So I'm also using now all 3 mines, right? This gives me a tiny advantage here on the cement of +2. And with that, we will be able to add now more of this one here. This is producing 1 per minute, so we can actually add 2 of these concrete factories. And yeah, let's have them over here. So in this whole area that is now coming up. Here can we make... Yeah, very good. We can make that connection over, right? So that this whole area comes together a bit more. And with that, a bit more reinforced concrete. Now, steel, I'm actually requiring less because we are pausing more and more of my weapon factories. We're not going to use weapons anyway for output. It's just too much steel that we waste this way. And with that, we actually get a more steel buffer here in the game that we can use for other things that we will need. For example, the reinforced concrete, but also elevators soon. Also, I'm going to build another motor assembly line over there that is consuming me a bit of brass and steel now, which brings up the brass. Brass is really a problem to me right now. So what we can try... So where's brass actually for us to unlock? We do need to import 1404 cement in order to unlock brass. We can also have a look here at copper and zinc. And when we look closely, we can see the exchange ratio of zinc and copper is 1.2 and the brass is 1.4. So the difference is actually not that high, right? I think it would actually be feasible. Importing brass directly ourselves saves us the factories, and we no longer need the zinc and the copper, because let's face it, this is not enough anyway, and long-term wise we're going for full import of brass anyway. For this we do need to import 1404 cement. This is something we should be able to do. The problem here might be actually our storage capacities, but we'll just see. It's going to take a while for Tobias to return now anyway. Let's get the cement in. And I'm going to use mostly, advanced weapons. And one batch of advanced weapons should be fine to get the full in, right? So 1404. Let's make actually 1410, because I know that it might be finicky at some point. It's only 30 tons of advanced weapons we use to unlock us brass. And this is going to happen in the next trade cycle. Until then, we need to make sure that we do have the storage capacities for this. As I can see, cement is already dropping, or actually... staying there a bit. But what we need to do is I need to pause my cement production. This is what we're going to do for all of them, right? So all of them have been paused now. And there is the other one. It should be actually all of them now. Yes, very good. All of them are now paused. And with that, no more cement comes in. And this leads to a consumption of 6 per minute. That's 120. That's not that much. So unfortunately, either I add more storage or we're just going to delete a bit of cement here, which I think we're going to do. Alright, that's for the brass, right? To get more brass in ultimately. Before we continue, let's quickly go over to Manolar. Yes, alright. The Admiral is actually fully attacking. And I think my cargo ship has not arrived yet with the building materials. Nope. That's bad. Honestly, that's bad. We'll just see. It's primarily wooden ships he's using right now. Oh, there's even more coming in. And I think this is my ship for... Come on. Yeah, this is the advanced weapons. Can I get the pier over there quickly? This should work. That's going to be nasty. There's my main defense, right? This is the smaller defense that we have right now, so they're already doing some nice damage. Let's keep the ships in the area. There it is. We can unload the resources and build us a few of those sexy, really sexy anti-armor guns. And we're going to do this here. Did someone just took all my bricks? It seems like it. Alright. I mean, it's kind of like a tower defense game, right? We're defending ourselves all the time. There's just no way we can go to the offensive as long as we don't have our world warships. But this is just crazy. I mean, they're probably not going to be able to take Manola, right? They're already taking heavy losses here just from like smaller outer defenses. They haven't even touched the main defense area yet, so Manola will probably survive another day. And with the building materials coming in, hopefully we are able to stay long. Let's get the ship back to Panagos, Amphithrite, because we are going to need more weapons over here, more advanced weapons especially. Right, so Admiral, what are you doing now? Are you actually moving in? This would be interesting. We need to check that there is no incoming trade ship right now that we might lose. That would be bad. There, what? attacking the blueprint here. Alright. I think we're facing a bug right now that might have dramatic consequences. They're stuck attacking the blueprint. I cannot get rid of the blueprint, unfortunately, because there is a siege. And the siege won't end as long as they don't stop attacking. So I think we're stuck in a loop here right now. So I have to reload another save once more. This time no blueprints anywhere, right? So we probably should stop with blueprints as a harbor defense because it bugs out the opponents, unfortunately. And while they're having their fun with my outer defenses, my advanced weapons once again get in. Send this ship back right away. And build us also then here the anti-armor one, right? So that's this version here. And I will soon be able to afford a second one then too. But they're just going to be really nice. Let's actually move this a bit further probably. Wow, doesn't matter. Alright. Question is, will he move in? Any other trade ships at the moment? Nope. We have moved all of them to the inner circle there. And he's probably, I think, backing off, right? And it looks like it. I can't see him actually trying to take this defense there. Might be a suicide mission. He's got primarily wooden ships, so they're really just going to be fodder to flamethrowers. Especially with that narrow entrance here. So Manola is of course very nicely to defend. Very easy to defend because of that narrow coast entrance. Also looks rather dramatic. Close to my castle here. To my ruins. They're moving out again a bit. Right. They're probably destroying now the pier that I've been using as an emergency docking for my cargo ship, right? To unload the goods. It's fine. We can rebuild it. And we can get ourselves some time here for this one here to fully train. And one more ton. And then we can actually build a second anti-armor gun. And there it is. And yeah, let's actually build it. Let's have it on the other side. So that we have two of them then looking towards that. Perfect. This buys us some time. This is a bit strange. Why is this one coming in again? I didn't send two cargo ships. Interesting. Might have been a visual bug because we have the advanced weapons in, right? I can't build the anti-armor guns otherwise. So we have them in. I don't know. I only sent one cargo ship though. Alright, what's it doing now? That's the question, right? So I think he's actually turning again and might have a go at this. We'll just see. Meanwhile, in Panagos, I have enabled, of course, my weapons for now because we don't need to have them paused for the moment while Tobias is still on the way for the cement. And after that, we will be able then to go fully in there again. About my advanced or heavy weapon factories, boosting them is probably an option. We have engineers with plus 10 right now. I want to get more advanced weapons out at the moment, and since the space requirement is so high for these, I will probably just boost them with the 50%. Now, onwards to a new production that we can or should quickly do while... Oh yeah, also Panagos. Let's rebuild, right, so that this is working again. There is no incoming attack right now. So while we are waiting in Manola for something else to happen, let's go ahead and get the next production ongoing. And for that we need to use an item. So I said that gold is probably going to be really hard, right? Since we can only import it really. We have no gold abundance anywhere. And gold is, yeah, is a bit nifty to get started here. So what we can do is, let's check it out. We got the pocket watch production here, the clock makers. They need glass and gold. However, we do have an item. There it is. Instead of gold, we process brass. And brass is something we can import from the dockland soon, right? And glass we can easily produce ourselves. So we will not need gold, at least for the for the clock makers. I think there's something similar to the jewelry that we might then also add. Now, another thing I would like to do here is, since we have enough influence now, I would like to use more trade unions now, right? So this one here we can build at the brick factories. Oh, we get an influence bonus here, the administrator. And this one gives me what exactly? It's a maintenance cost reduction, pushing us to 50%, 50k on that right now. Now we do have, where is it? The brick factories, workforce reduction, and also they produce steel beams in addition with every 5th brick they produce. That's great, because this gives me free steel beams without any additional cost, right? We also have the steely-eyed steelsmith that I wanted to use for my furnaces over there. So let's go ahead and build the next trade union. 20 influence once more, but in the thick of it. And here we have a steely-eyed steelsmith, and this one gives me a bunch of things actually. He gives me productivity bonus for my furnaces, he gives me maintenance cost increase, and he reduces the attractiveness penalty by 50%. And we can see this already, right? So we got some attractiveness back again, and they're having halved attractiveness penalty now, the large furnaces that we're using here. Unfortunately, I will not be able to use all of them in one, but that's that. A cotton fabric clipper is going down, that's okay. And yeah, his other part or portion of the fleet is already moving out again, right? So he's backing off there, and I think probably blocking my harbor entrance right now, but he will not have them stand there for too long. The siege is also ending in 1.5 minutes, and then we can actually rebuild most of the things here again that we lost, especially the pier. But the weapons and advanced weapons, we have to get in here again with ships, and for that I need to wait for these here to disappear. Now I'm just waiting for my Docklands trade to happen, and then we can start with the clockmakers in Panagos and importing brass directly. So far so good. Attacks come in, but we prevail so far. Stay tuned.